After the twist of race 1 in World Supersport, there were more to come on Sunday in race 2. Oncu got away sensationally well when the lights went out to take the lead ahead of title rival Stefano Manzi, while there was a crash further behind, Nicky Tully losing the front of his bike and wiping out Luke Power. Back at the front of the field, and there was even more drama. Manzi, looking to take advantage of Oncu being slightly wide on entrance to the Melbourne Loop, made contact with the number 61 and was forced wide almost onto the grass and into the long lap loop, both able to stay on their bikes. Tom Booth Amos was able to take advantage of that as he moved to the head of the field, looking for a home victory. Stefano Manzi was on the comeback charge. Booth Amos continued to lead ahead of Oncu and 2017 champion Luca Myers, while Philip Ertel was in the podium fight, but he ran wide at the Melbourne Loop. Roberto Garcia has been very impressive since he made his World Supersport debut at Misano, although he did lose ground to Jaume Masia in the fight for P4. Booth Amos received a track limits warning and Oncu was all over the back of the Brit, sliding his way up the inside at Melbourne Loop to move back into the lead. With Manzi running 8th with 3 laps to go, it would be a big swing back to the Turk in the title standings. Myers was still running in 4th ahead of Jaume Masia, Roberto Garcia and Philip Ertel, while Manzi was all over the back of Honda rider Corentin Perilari, soon making the move at turn 11 to get ahead of the French rider and back into P7. He would soon set his sights on Ertel ahead, but there was a relatively big gap for the Italian to overcome. Out in front, Oncu had stayed ahead of Booth Amos despite the home hero's hopes of victory at Donington Park. A wheelie across the line for the number 61 Yamaha to celebrate another win in World Supersport as he closed the gap in the championship to Manzi. He was greeted in pit lane by BMW's Toprak Raz Gatlioglu and crew chief Phil Maron as he celebrated his victory before standing on top of his Yamaha R9. It could be a crucial win in terms of the championship fight, with Manzi down the order, Booth Amos and Myers completing the rostrum alongside Oncu. Victory for the number 61 Yamaha. He was 8/10 clear of Booth Amos across the line with Luca Myers in 3rd. Jaume Masia was 4th, Roberto Garcia another impressive P5 finish ahead of Philip Ertel. Manzi recovering to 7th ahead of Jeremy Alcoba. Valentin de Bees was 11th ahead of Oli Bayless, with Filippo Farioli 13th, Audi Mahendra 14th and Xavi Carjus completing the points paying positions with P15. Simon Jespersen was just a 10th away from Carjulus ahead, with Bo Ben-Schneider also in that fight for P15. There were retirements for Marcel Schotter and Leonardo Ticini after the Italian crashed out, as well as Tully and Power following their lap 1 collision. Stefano Manzi retains the lead of the championship despite finishing P7 in race 2, 45 points clear of Oncu. Tom Booth Amos remains 3rd, 62 back from the championship lead. Jaume Masia and Bo Ben-Schneider completing the top 5. Corentin Perilari's strong race 2 hauls him up 4 places into P12, with Oli Bayless also gaining 2 places, both on 45 points. Roberto Garcia also on the move, demoting Rinaldi, Vostertek and Antonelli.
I'm very happy. I don't know what to say too much because yesterday was very difficult, to be honest. We struggled a lot, and in the end today we find the setup that all the night we work until midnight and we try to check what's wrong, and in the end we work really hard and we get the result. So I just want to say thanks a lot for the team and everyone around me, to Kenan and everyone, because we really push a lot for have success today, and this is the result. So that's why I'm very happy because I get the result, and I have nothing much to say. I just want to also say thanks to Kenan because all the weekend he support me, and I want to say congrats to all the Turkish riders, to my brother in Moto2, he win and Toprak, and we did great job this weekend.